Hi, and welcome to Mythicus. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Spencer.
And today we're playing Oxygen Not Included. A thermal upgrade version, because the kind of main branch vanilla version is too hard.
So you have some experience playing this already, correct?
A couple of times, maybe 2 or 3 games. I did one on the original branch or archive version, and you could not get enough water. I mean, you could make your people vomit an awful lot and kind of use that as water, but then things just were horrible. The thermal upgrade adds plenty of water, but a whole bunch of new things to go wrong.
In my experience, I have not played this game personally. However, I have seen other YouTubers like Markiplier and some other people just to have played it. So that my experience is just through as a spectator. So this will be interesting to watch.
I'm going to start a new game, and we're going to hope it gives us a good spawn point. That kind of really determines how well your game's going to go.
Well, that guy has had better days. It's like the beginning of Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, I loved that game. Okay, so our negative traits over here, he will not research at all. If he's the only one who's like that, that's not a bad thing to have. If you have to choose a bad thing.
He is amphibious. I mean, he's basically the Michael Phelps of the group.
He will be fast in water, which means he's much less likely to die in it. That's a good thing. And his stress response is vomiting, which is a whole lot better than being destructive.
Looks like all 3 of these are vomiters.
Vomiting is good. I mean, you wouldn't think so, but it's good.
I've heard that you can take the vomit and dilute it down and then have drinkable water from it or something like that.
Later in the game, when you've researched water purifiers, you can purify... vomit comes out as basically contaminated water, and if you use a water purifier, you can purify that water. And that was how the archive version of the game, that was mostly what you had to rely on in order to get enough water. But it was expensive, expensive in resources, a little bit harder to manage your oxygen levels. Scaredy Cat will not fight, but that's okay, there really isn't that much combat, and he's a good digger, and he's a vomiter. He does not need our base to be pretty at all, which means he won't stress out as fast.
That's nice. The other two, though, they're
10 is not terribly high, but it is hard to achieve in the early game. This one, though, he'll eat all our food.
That could be problematic.
All of it. But he's really high in medicine and digging. However, we don't have any art, any creativity whatsoever, and we really need at least one person with a decent art score so that we can meet these decor expectations.
Sounds like we need a shuffle.
I'm going to shuffle this guy, because the others are pretty useful, actually. Strength and athletics and digging are really important in the early game. So... oh, look, I got another Nikolai.
Flatulence.
This one will keep everyone else awake, and it'll make it very hard to have pure oxygen in our base.
That could be problematic.
Yeah. And he's only good at digging and strength. He won't get sick, and he doesn't want decor, but...
Wait, he won't get sick, yet he's a vomiter?
Yeah. Vomiting is more about stress vomit rather than being sick.
Huh.
Oh good, a researcher. We do need one of those. But he will not cook. That's okay, the other 2 will cook.
The other 2 can cook, I suppose. And he doesn't need the decor.
Yeah, he doesn't care about decor.
But he is destructive.
Oh, that's a no-no. That one's a no-no. Okay, narcoleptic. She'll fall asleep anywhere. Twinkle Toes, she moves fast. And she gets a bonus to her athletics.
She is
good,
higher.
Good construction and athletics and okay digging.
She is at the higher scale of decor, though.
It's not the highest I've seen. I've seen people who want a rating of 25.
Right, but when compared to 0 for little what is it, Ruby? Rudy?
Ruby. It is Ruby.
And it just seemed weird to see a guy's name be Ruby.
It may not be a guy. Girls can have short hair too.
Yeah, this is true.
I've actually been seeing some very fascinating henna crowns for cancer patients where, hey, forget having hair. Girls can have really awesome tattoos on their scalps.
Interesting.
Yeah, I like it. If I ever go bald, I'm going to do that. I really want creativity and research, and none of these guys have it, but I like that she's high on everything. So should I get rid of one of my others? But we like amphibious as well. Maybe get rid of the scaredy cat? Nah, I guess we'll just get rid of her, because narcoleptics can be dangerous. They can just...
fall asleep in water.
Exactly. Yep.
Oh, this seems like a nice place to just sleep.
Okay, this one is destructive. Which is unfortunate, because diver's lung is really nice. They don't breathe as much. Another narcoleptic.
-10 though.
Yeah, that's because he's uncultured. He doesn't care what his
Well, it means that he'll never vomit, right?
No. Well, they can get stressed from heat as well.
Yeah.
This one, so he doesn't care about the decor, but he will never do art. We need art and research. I'm kind of looking for a really special person with art and research.
Too bad you can't just like choose your own attributes, huh?
That would be interesting. That would, that's probably not going to come till much later.
That is a lot of stats that guy has.
Yeah, but they're only +1.
And he's destructive.
And he's destructive. We won't do. And he's a mouth breather, which means he'll take up even more oxygen. He's a bad... And he wants a really high decor. He's bad all around. Digging in medicine.
Narcoleptic.
Negative learning. And destructive.
So...
Look, some learning.
Negative learning. Does that mean that she forgets everything as she goes?
It means that she will be extremely, extremely, extremely slow if you try to put her on researching tasks. This one has research, but we still don't have any art. Vomiter.
Well, he's a quick learner. He can learn how to do art.
Yeah, but that means I'll have to destroy everything he does in the learning process. Or we could just try starting without any art, but that really... You really need a nice decor to keep them from throwing up all the time, and it is really hard to constantly be cleaning up vomit.
Yes, it is.
Because their own vomit makes them
Vomit.
Yeah. Quick learner. Oh, anemic as well. Well, it just means they're not strong. They're also slow. I'm having a hard time getting people I want. You know, this one, we like amphibious, so I guess we're keeping them. We could try... We'll just keep going.
Alright.
This
Destructive.
one has yeah.
I'm just like, keeping my eye on that right now. As soon as it's destructive, I'm like, nah.
Mouth breather and doesn't have what we want. Oh, very high research. Won't cook.
That's fine. The other two can cook.
Vomiter. We're not gonna get art and learning in one person, so I need to choose somebody. I guess this one. It's too bad, because his decor was low. But
well,
I
we could
need
get
an
rid of the
artist.
other one.
Yeah, but we liked him being amphibious, but I guess it's not so much.
We'll probably get another person that's amphibious, right?
Oh well. Learning, we don't need learning. We don't need tinkering, right? Creativity, there we go. But...
And vomiter.
He'll take an awful lot. He will take an awful lot of oxygen.
It's really hard to tell whether or not these are men or women sometimes.
Yeah. You know, they're fabricated, so it doesn't really matter.
Its. They are all its.
They are all its. Kind of.
They are things.
This one, it has the high creativity score I wanted, and strength, which isn't bad, but it wants a lot of oxygen.
And an interior decorator.
It wants a lot of decor.
Well, you know, the most artistic people usually are.
Do we risk it? It took a long time to get that creativity score we wanted, but they want a lot of oxygen.
Well, let's go. Let's try shuffling again. I'd say.
No creativity. No creativity. No creativity. No creativity, no creativity, no creativity. There we go.
Vomiter. Only 5 on
We'll
decor.
eat everything. But you know what? Food really isn't as hard to get as oxygen.
All right.
How many extra calories does he want per day? It's basically like having 2 people in one person.
Okay, it's not that bad.
And a lot of other nice things come with it.
Yeah, and the decor expectance is
Low.
fairly low. So.
Okay, I think this is our team.
Okay.
That took a long time. A lot of nice, yeah,
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
A lot of nice oxalite here that'll give us oxygen for a little while. I have found it is really very beneficial to have a small base.
Should we pause while we sort of examine our surroundings?
Yes, we absolutely should. And while we queue up activities, because we don't want them sucking down air when we're not doing anything. Okay. Let's, we got, this is good oxygen, so maybe digging down here would be good. We want, your food can now spoil in the thermal upgrade.
Oh, of course.
And we have someone who's going to eat an awful lot of our food. So we want to get down here to the ice.
We want to get down to the fridge. The natural fridge.
And make ourselves a natural fridge. But we don't want to dig out all of this, so we're probably going to want a little corridor and an ice room. Build an ice box.
So it looks like there's water like straight down.
Yeah, but we are going to need to get creative and find a geyser somewhere. Geysers give you
we might just have to like
do straight ladders to different places.
Yeah.
And doors to try and minimize the oxygen loss.
Right. So maybe like right just past where the oxygen is, create a door and then explore out from there.
And down. I
Yeah.
think first order of business is going to be hollow out a couple levels here, because we need levels for our power machinery, researching, food making, and then we need a level for where they're sleeping, because that'll stress them out really, really fast if they're not getting any sleep. Oh, and toilets.
Because who doesn't want a good toilet?
I like the toilets on the lower level so that, all the bad oxygen isn't up at the top where they're doing their
Wouldn't
work.
it make sense to have the toilets on top so since gas tends to
Toilets
rise?
don't actually make carbon dioxide, they make polluted oxygen, and polluted oxygen can float around with good oxygen. So it's better to kind of keep the toilets separated.
They have their own door.
Yeah, they get their own door. But we don't want to suffocate them while they're using the bathroom either. Okay, let's... How big do I want this place?
We should probably tap into that air pocket that's below us too.
Oh, we're getting there eventually. We're going to want that copper eventually too. We need copper to build an awful lot of stuff. That's obsidian, that won't help. We're also going to need the algae. This gives us access to a little more oxalite in our base. I'm not sure how far I want to go.
Okay. Well, we want to try to maybe step down to where that fridge area is, right?
Yeah, I'm going to use a ladder to do that so that I don't have to do as much digging, but I need them to actually dig before I can build anything. So
Okay.
here we go. And
Can you build ladders like right out of the gate?
Yep. Well, once you have materials to build with, yeah.
Okay.
And I don't like waiting for things, so I'm going to speed them up a little bit.
We also need beds and stuff like that too, right?
Let's see. We want our ladder to be like right in the cold zone, so I'm going to start it here. They'll get to it eventually. And it doesn't hurt to just go straight on up.
Do we want it to be that close to all that gas though? Because doesn't that usually break through?
No, only water breaks through.
Ah, okay. I suppose that makes sense. Erosion.
Mm-hmm. And pressure. Okay. Do we have...
Oh, and those sparkly things.
That's oxygen.
That's oxygen. Oh, so those stones actually make oxygen?
Yep. That
Oh, okay.
oxalite makes
I never noticed
oxygen.
those before.
They will eventually disappear as they release all of their oxygen.
Oh, how lovely.
Where do we have the most of? Sandstone, of course. They like tiles. It is pretty, apparently. Oops. No.
You don't wanna
No.
do that.
No. Pause.
We kind of need that oxygen.
Yeah. Let's not go that far with the tiles yet. But we can do it down here. Yeah, for now that'll do. And I don't know. I need gold. I need metal, basically, in order to start making power.
All right.
They really want a toilet.
Well, they're gonna be busy for a while.
I can speed them up even more.
Look at them go!
Getting down into the ice will also help us with our water needs. They don't... Is my temperature a problem? I don't think it is. No, my temperature's fine. It's a little bit cold.
There's like 3 zones going on right here, all sort of mixing together right now.
Yeah.
Do you need to make them some wool jackets or something so they can go into the ice area?
It'll be a lot easier just to build my machinery next to the ice area. And that way the machinery won't overheat, actually. So maybe I'll be putting the power generators and research station here. And their beds here.
Wouldn't it be better to put it actually in the cold zone, though?
Yes and no. It depends.
It's almost nighttime.
Yeah, they're just going to fall asleep wherever they are.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna... like this. 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... 2, 3... Now the reason I do that is 3 spaces tends to give me just enough room that if one of them is a snorer, it won't quite reach the other people, so they can still get a good night's sleep.
Huh. How thoughtful.
Well, if they don't get a good sleep, they get stressed, and they don't do their work as fast. And stress is a problem. And they really need those toilets. Where am I going to put the toilets?
Well, you wanted to put them down below, right?
Mm-hmm, but even lower than this. So, keep digging. You need 4. 4 is the max, and you kind of need it.
Okay.
I screwed up.
Did one too many on that one?
Mm-hmm. There, 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't count. I can't count. I don't like math.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. This world has barely started for us.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I could put the toilets over here.
Okay. In the nice oxygen that we've just found.
Yeah. So I'm gonna change our priorities. I don't need them to do this area as fast.
Okay.
But I do think we really need to get those toilets in before we start having messes everywhere. Gonna make our dig priority a level 7 too. I'm trying to learn to not put everything at a priority 9 because then you're not really setting a task list, and Priority 9s kind of seem to stress them out.
Makes sense.
I'm thinking we're gonna put some here. What is our temperature in here? Oh, that area is unbreathable. They made a mess. Yep, they peed. They peed.
We need to get to that water too, don't we?
Yes. I also really want you to mop that up before you guys start getting sick. Like now, people. 9.
That'll be a 9.
Oh, yeah, kind of really need to build a research station really soon here. So I guess I'm going to prioritize... That's a 7, so let's make this a 6. I need you guys to give me enough room to make a research station so that we can make algae. Well, not make algae, but oxygen cleaner-uppers. Words. There. Algae and terrarium. I know it's hard to breathe. Just keep going. You'll hit this oxygen pocket.
It looks like there are pockets of air in the ice place too.
Actually, vacuum.
Well, I'm not talking about there. I'm talking about over. 'Cause I'm seeing like some movement, air movement.
Some oxygen,
very
some
little.
carbon dioxide.
It's very little, but it's
Teensy bit of oxygen in here. This is nothing. I actually really liked the previous overlay in the original because it had different colors for different gas types instead of just making it all red or blue. So
like wasn't like the poisonous gas supposed to be like green or something
nah,
like that?
chlorine was usually like a yellowy green, hydrogen was purple, oxygen was blue.
I hope there's nobody down there right now. Okay, no, they went up to their cots.
They went to their beds.
Okay.
And they totally ignored my level 9 orders over here. So I'm gonna reissue them. For some reason, mopping, sometimes you have to delete it and then reissue to make them do it.
Huh. Lazy butts. Mm-hmm. Hey, look, it's like it's a river of air coming through now.
And now I can make this if only I could make power. But we don't have any copper. We gotta go looking for copper.
Does that sound like right next to the yeah, there's
Yeah.
it's just one little tiny bit though.
If I can dig a little step, then they could come up here and get it.
And it looks like there's some just to the left there. Yeah.
But they're not gonna want to do it for a while. There's just so much to do. Okay, let's focus on toilets for now. I learned a trick that if you put it down one tile, like just a little dip, you can keep a lot of the bad gas down here instead of with the rest of your level.
That doesn't seem to make sense.
Well, gases move depending on their densities, so if they're a little heavier, they're going to stick around in here rather than float around everywhere else.
So basically it's... okay. I suppose that makes some sense. They each get their own individual bathroom, huh?
Well, eventually you'll need some more, and also they can get plugged up, and if you get them all plugged up, then you need them to be able to go somewhere else.
Looks like we
And
got
they've made a mess again.
Looks like we got some polluted mess going on.
And that also messes up your oxygen. Polluted water gives off polluted oxygen, which they don't like breathing, which stresses them out.
How long before they need water?
They probably need it right now. They also don't have enough food. My calories are going down. My stress is not bad yet, though. Oh, a new duplicate is available. That will help. We got some creativity, digging, and medicine. That's not bad, but he's destructive. I'm gonna reject them all. I'm not doing destructive.
Just can't do it. Can't do it.
Nope, not dealing with them.
Get out of here.
Okay. I want...
We need to get you some water.
Well, actually, you know what? They can if I just put a ladder down this way, they can make it by melting the ice.
Oh, they'll do that automatically?
I think so.
They'll do that tomorrow.
They will do it tomorrow. We also really need research. We need power! Why no copper?
It's all the way up there.
There's gold up there. It's not copper. Obsidian, granite, obsidian, nope. They're about to get a little bit of copper. A little bit. Can I make power now? Yes, a manual generator. I guess we can go ahead and do that down here.
I think that was the plan originally anyways, right?
Yeah. And we're going to need batteries, but it's, we ran out of copper. So I need batteries.
Huh. Well, they haven't gotten that extra piece of copper yet.
Let's prioritize that. There, I can make a tiny battery. And that's all I can make. I can make one more. Not enough materials. Nope. Okay, can I get more copper, please?
Don't we need
no,
like
they're all hidden behind the oxalite.
Don't we need like a power line or something like that?
We do, yeah.
Does that take copper?
It does. Not enough. I need copper. Where's all the copper? It's all hidden next to the oxalite. What is this? Coal, obsidian, granite, abyssalite. I think my best bet might be to go up here and dig out some gold, but then we're going to release polluted water.
Yeah.
Ooh, a geyser. We might need
We had to go up regardless.
we might need to consider moving our base, because you really kind of want the water beneath you.
Or we just make a tunnel that
drain it.
goes off to like the left into like an aquifer or something like that. We just have to strategically
dig out underneath it first.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea. It would have to go over this way, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, look at all that hydrogen. If we're having, yeah, I really like the idea of a hydrogen power generator, but I've never been able to get it to work right. This might make it work.
But yeah, like maybe go down around our base, almost into that area down there. We're almost to where the water is. And we might be able to put up like the strong walls or something like that, or floors underneath that area, so that even if it does try to erode through the earth, it won't get through.
Yeah, that has to be a tile in order to do that.
Either that or we just get pipes.
We don't have enough food, we don't have enough of this, we don't have enough power. Food. Ration
Did
box.
someone
I need
pee
a
down
musher.
the
Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Or they vomited. It looks like they vomited.
Ugh.
You guys are going to clean up your mess. I'm also going to go ahead and put their food box over here in the cold. Actually, first let me check what temperature it is. -20. Yep, that's an excellent natural fridge.
Nice.
And then I'm going to deconstruct that one so that they stop putting food in it.
Does that destroy the stuff that's already in it, though?
Usually they come and take it out first.
Let's
See,
hope so.
they all just decided to come and eat it.
Oh, we gotta destroy this, huh? Well, we'll see how that works.
Oh, nope, it didn't destroy it. They all picked it up and moved it.
That's good.
They're idle, so I'm going to pause and plan out the next move. We need copper. I've never been in such a bind for copper before.
Well, there's the two on the left side that I can see. There's one straight down.
Yeah, but they're both hidden behind oxalate, and you don't want to dig up your oxalate.
Well, you don't need to dig. You just have to go under it, right? You just go around it.
Yeah, I guess I could do that. This is getting a little too big, though, for my tastes. This is a little too big. I don't really want this base getting any bigger. We're running a bit behind. In the meantime, I can give them a little something to do.
Wow, it's day 5 already? How'd that happen?
It can go pretty fast. You know, I should probably have a massage cot, at least one. Thinking. We could also send exploratory teams. Is there anything shiny down here? No, abyssalite doesn't really count. Phosphorus. I haven't seen that before.
New?
Or I just never dug very far into the purple zones. Got a lot of cold going on down here. Granite and obsidian. I think my only hope is going up here and getting the gold, because we're not finding copper anywhere near us.
Yeah. And that's where the water is anyways.
Which means we need to start planning our water.
Yep.
We do not want our tunnel to go anywhere near sandstone or sand, because that just poof, gone.
Makes sense.
So, here?
Yeah. At least for starters, right?
Okay. Okay, right here. Oops. I think is where I want to start digging.
Okay.
Maybe not.
Maybe one down.
Yes, we're going to have to prioritize this, though, because it's going to eat through that soft area very fast.
So you're going to want to maybe do it less than that then? Maybe put it down even a layer lower?
I was attempting to measure this out so that it would make perfect levels if I do expand upward, but I suppose it doesn't matter that much. We really don't want the base to get too much bigger.
Right. For right now, we're just trying to make a path so we can work there, right?
Oh, we wanted it at a level 7. This should be fine. We do actually want it to erode, just...
We want it to go in the opposite direction, though.
We want it to go this way. It's nice that we can pause this, you know, that they're not doing anything, we're just planning everything out first.
Yep.
Let's see, and then we're going to want a ladder. Oops, not like that. Ugh.
Worst ladder ever.
Yeah.
Of all time.
Let's see. Before everything kind of gets nasty, how big of an aquifer do we want? We're going to want to dig this out so it's nice before water goes in it, otherwise they drown. No. No, we wanted to build tiles underneath it so that it doesn't erode any further. But it's going to make it very difficult to get in here and dig out the right kind of aquifer.
Yeah.
Also, we might even want our aquifer to come down a little bit further so it's easier to
Well, that's
get.
what I was thinking, was we dig out that area.
Gets us one lonely piece of copper, I think. Yep, copper. Actually, gotta do it strategically.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta not do the lower levels so that they can still reach the higher levels.
You still get rid of that one piece of copper, though.
That's an oxalite. Oh, better leave that alone. We're still not going to get very... No. We don't actually want them to dig that part out yet. We want them to dig up here. So how big do we want it?
I was
Or do you want it to go down?
I was thinking about
more?
it going down, to be honest.
Okay, I'm just thinking about trying to get at least the algae.
Right. That makes sense.
So first this, hope they can reach it.
But ultimately, if you get it down lower, if it does start breaking through soil and whatnot, it'll just keep going down, is the thinking. And it'll go down into the other, closer to where the other water would be anyways. So
We'll at least have to make a tile wall on this side so that it doesn't drain into our toilets.
correct.
Alright, good enough for now?
Yeah.
I could keep I could make the ladder go down further.
All right.
How far do we want this to go? Good enough, we can deconstruct it later if we have to.
Yeah.
Now, this is going to... We want a tile underneath.
We were making our own well, basically.
Mm-hmm. And here's actually the real trick. We want to drain all of this... Actually, we should be building two separate places. We want this nasty stuff to go one place and the clean stuff to go in a different one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a problem.
Well, here's what I'm thinking.
Or, better idea, prioritize just this area, build a tile wall right here, then the nasty can't come down.
Yeah, but when wouldn't you be breaking the wall in order to put that in? When the water still just come through?
Yes. Okay.
So,
Don't dig up to here yet. We'll cancel the digging. We'll have it drain down this way, and we'll mop it.
okay.
It's going to be nasty. It's going to be a very unpleasant job. But
isn't that one little layer going to erode pretty quickly? I think you said.
uh-huh.
So
Which is why we cancel the digging here. That way it can only flow this way.
okay.
Or actually, we don't even have to cancel it so much as lower the priority. Except they'll dig through it because they want to get to the other priorities. Okay.
Right.
Let's put everything back at a 5. And everyone's going to be on mop duty. This will at least get us... Eventually, we'll get some copper.
Eventually, but not until after that water's out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and some gold.
Mm-hmm.
The gold will happen before the copper. We need that. Well, it's a start. It's going to get us water. They can kind of use polluted water for some stuff. It'll get us some gold.
But what I was thinking is scroll up a little bit.
Oops, that's in.
So basically, if you would go past that that polluted water a little bit to the left, if we went straight up from about here, like straight up, and then over like this. So basically, the water just come down here and then like this.
So maybe cancel all of this digging plan, start lower,
Yeah.
go up. Except this part's still good, right?
Yeah, that part's fine. It's just our tunnel to where the water will be. And that way we can save the we can save that polluted water for when we can actually tackle it
Okay.
effectively. And then maybe put like a wall on the right side of that when we're done, so that when the water comes down, it'll force it to the left.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I actually do need to cancel this part because it does need to start a bit lower
All right,
in order for us to
get there.
Yeah. We want,
About there.
let's see, this is granite. It's not going to erode through granite. So we want our tunnel probably to be here.
Okay.
That gives us good layer of granite and obsidian. It will not erode through that.
All right, and that way it'll just sort of flow into that little opening that we got.
Mm-hmm. It is still a good idea to line this area with tile, though, so I'm gonna...
True.
What is this? Oxalite. No, we don't want to dig oxalite.
Although if you destroy everything around it, wouldn't it just like fall, maybe?
No, it stays put.
Huh. It'll just be a floating oxalite.
Yep, it's a floating oxalite, but we can start our tile here. And here. We really, really, really need that gold. I'm all over the place here, but we really need metal. We are so behind on getting power generation, oxygen generation, research generation. Can't talk.
Blarg.
Research generation. We need ladders going up this way. We want it to go up to the clean water.
Right.
We do not want it to be close to the nasty water, so
That should be good, right?
right here looks like it's kind of in between, but we can't see what we're getting into up here yet,
Right.
so
So-
not too far.
Let's get up there and then make our plans accordingly.
Let's prioritize getting to the metal.
Mm-hmm.
Are we fine here for now?
I think for now we're
so.
okay. We have the
We can
blueprints
figure this
down.
out later. We maybe don't want to go... That's obsidian and granite, but maybe we don't want to go that close to the hydrogen yet.
Does hydrogen break through?
No, but the water, once it starts flowing, might.
Ah, okay.
We may want to make this a tile wall eventually. We'll see how it goes.
Right. We
Ooh.
need to get the water first.
Actually, no, we need to
Or-
get the gold first.
Yes.
Once we actually are serious about getting that water, we need to dig out our aquifer.
Right.
So, unpausing the minions, what are they called? Duplicants.
Because they're clones,
Yeah,
basically. Right?
yeah.
Or they're
Or
just...
they're fabricants. They're like,
They're fabricated humans.
yeah, you plug in some DNA and I guess it grows somewhere. Oh look, I think someone threw up over here again.
Aw. So are they heating up the ice to get water, or...
They can melt it, but also our little machines are going to melt ice as well.
And do we still need to get some food, right?
Yes. We need the food generation, but we need power for that. And we need copper for that. Or gold. Which is why this is so important. Let's get over there and get the gold, people. In fact, if
Okay.
I could just mine out a couple squares of this.
Okay. Well, we'll probably want to make a chute up there anyways, right?
Well, we've got the ladder going there. I wanna I'm gonna come in here just far enough to get a couple squares of gold.
Gold does not look very gold.
No, it's actually a gold amalgam.
It like shimmers when you pass it, I suppose, but...
Let's get our ladder. It looks like it'll be safe enough to go a couple squares higher. And once again, I want that gold. Having these little breaking points in between isn't a bad idea anyway, because we might want to put some oxygen generation here, or some storage.
True.
Storage. Yeah, we don't have any of that yet.
That would explain all the stuff just lying around.
Where do we want our storage?
Maybe second level? Since it seems like our bathrooms and our power stuff is going to be on the third level.
It seems very likely that we are actually going to need more of their beds here.
Why not put the storage in between the beds?
Because they're ugly. Decor -10.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe... Okay, let's plan this out. We have power. Then we're going to need food. Takes up what, maybe... I think the food generator takes 2... Well, let's just take a look at it and see. Microbe musher. It doesn't tell me. How big is it? It doesn't tell me.
I remember Markiplier using those, and they were fairly big.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 squares. Let's just say it's 3 or 4. That's the biggest it could get. So that's microbe. I'm pretty sure it's smaller. And then we need research. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that'll do it for machinery for now.
Okay. So we just need the metals in order to be able to do that, though, right?
Yeah, so I'm saying I think we can get all of our machinery in down here.
Right.
And we will put cots up here. Okay. So
if we're going to do storage, though, maybe...
Storage can go down here, I think.
Okay.
Maybe right next to the outhouses. Yeah. Storage. Let's get that started. They need some. I'll just start it a little bit back. And we'll just do that for now. Those do not require power, which is nice.
That is nice. You know, it would suck if your cupboards required electricity to operate, wouldn't they?
They're ignoring my mop order. I don't want vomit on top of our food.
All right. Let's get to that there gold.
Mm-hmm. Did I prioritize all of this appropriately? 8. Okay. Well, yes, let's get to the gold.
But they're probably going to have some difficulty since there's no oxygen.
Uh-huh. Well, yep. Yep, they have to come over here and pant for a while.
As you do.
I'm kind of considering putting them on red alert, making it happen, get done, because they're...
Wouldn't that stress them, though?
It will, but I think starving to death is more stressful.
This is a good point.
But I'll let them get one more night of sleep. Okay, guys, we're going on red alert, get it done. In fact, I want these at a 9, at least this far up. Look at that stress climb. There's one other of you. What are you doing? Oh, using the bathroom. Okay. That's okay.
I know it's red alert, but I really had a full bladder there. Seems to be holding his breath pretty well.
There actually is a little bit of oxygen going on here.
Okay. It's just not a lot.
There's not much. Stress is at 32. This is getting bad. Maybe I'll give him a little breather.
We'll like do it in like bursts.
And I'm going to set up prioritize 9 on these as well so that I can unstress them.
What are those?
Those are massage tables. It
Oh.
will take their stress down a little bit.
What if there are duplicants that don't like massages, like me?
There doesn't seem to be a duplicant who doesn't like a massage. Mima needs to relax.
Mima.
Yeah, that's her name.
She does look like a granny.
Yep. Let's see, who's our next? Ruby. The other one's down there having dinner.
Nom nom nom.
Oh, it says I could make some electrical wire.
And now we can't.
And micro musher. Still not enough metal.
They have been making water though, right?
No, they've just kind of been getting whatever they need from over here.
How do you know when they'll need the water?
There'll be a little pop-up here saying not enough liquid or not enough water.
Okay.
That right now it's telling me not enough oxygen, not enough food.
Yeah.
For here, liquid, we have some polluted water, which I guess is okay.
Vomit. Which is vomit. They are drinking their own vomit.
Maybe. I guess Mima decided she was feeling fine, but... Yeah, she's feeling fine. I need Abe to get in here. When he wakes up.
And you get a duplicant coming in.
Oh yeah, a new one available. We have one vomiter,
And a biohazard.
and they don't care about decor. Biohazard just means they're gonna get sick a lot. But we kind of need another person, so...
Print!
Yep, we're printing them.
Come, Ellie.
And I even had a bed ready. Yep, I know, we really have a food shortage, I know. I will make a food processor as soon as you guys get me some gold!
What do you need to process? Isn't it like slime or something, or algae? that
No,
you need?
they actually make food out of dirt. I just need the metal to make the machine.
Ah,
Come on, guys.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Come on.
there's some stinkies going on down there.
Yeah, what is it? Polluted. It's, slime. But there's probably also...
Isn't it true that if you put slime in a container or whatever, it'll pollute the air around it?
Yep.
So that's going to be problematic. Maybe we should put a door on the right side.
Actually, I think maybe I should make a storage container that is exclusively for slime, because slime is useful later.
Okay. But I mean, like, still, we should probably have a door so that contaminated air doesn't get down into our base.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we should have some gold now if they collect it. Let's do a sweep to make them collect it. And then I can make food. Yes, we can make food now.
Excellent. Should we do
We
like
need
2 of
wire.
those?
No, you don't need to. You just need to prioritize it.
Oh, okay.
It will make plenty of food. Now, my dears, we really need you to do this. You don't want your polluted dirt or your slime in here. Those will both make nasty gas. And
Right.
in fact, while I'm doing this, I'll just pause it, because...
Be more efficient, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay, now they have places to put all the junk. Fetching water. Yep, now they want water.
Well, I
So,
suppose they could just burrow a little bit over to the left
the
there.
problem with that is that all the polluted water from the polluted ice melting is going to fall right into our clean water.
Not if you do it like one layer above.
Might need to do it 2 layers above.
Alright, that's fine, but I mean, like, just do like a tunnel up like that and then burrow down.
This should be sufficient.
And if you want to be more comfortable, just dig out the that a little bit more.
Yeah.
They can they jump from the
Yep.
okay, from the ladder to there? Okay.
I'll just make sure they have a little headroom for doing that. Okay, we have a food maker. I need to put the priority a little bit higher than normal so that they're making food all the time. And they still have not made this. I wonder if they ran out of material. It looks like they did. Oh, look at that. They finished this. This one, actually no, this one's not going to be all. This one's just going to be slime.
Do you want polluted dirt as well?
No, when I have the materials, I will be making... It's under refinement. I need to research it. We'll make compost. It'll turn polluted dirt into fertilizer.
Okay.
Which does not stink, apparently. Okay, let's get more gold. I'm going to prioritize that at a 9 again. Oh, it's already an 8. Okay, that's good enough.
Looks like our stress is back to like 10.
Yeah,
11.
that's not bad. It's not too bad.
That's pretty good.
Get that gold, and let's
Get
start
that there gold.
Let's start getting close to the water.
That air is really polluted though.
Yeah, slime makes polluted oxygen, so they can breathe it. They're just not going to feel great while they do it.
So we don't want to get into that water there just yet.
No, but there's some gold here. It won't go through gold, so
Alright,
should be
so
okay for now.
Basically, we just want to tunnel right now.
Excuse me.
And straight into the thing.
We don't want to be too far, but I guess we do want to go about... Eventually we'll want to be about here, so... But first, we really, really need to figure out what we're doing for our aquifer.
Right.
While they're sleeping is a great time to do that.
Let's pause it then.
Well, I don't need to pause it because they're sleeping.
Not anymore.
Now I need to pause it. Well, we wanted it to go deep. We kind of want it to be easy to access so that later we can put a pump in it.
Mm-hmm. Or if they need to, just create a hallway right to it from the right.
Then it will flood.
Well, not if it's above it, is what I'm saying. Like, if we're making like a huge well, then,
I see.
you know. I mean, this whole thing is about making the water easily accessible. Mm-hmm. And we don't really want people going up there through the contaminated air just to get to the water.
Right, so we're probably going to want it to be accessible from a level here.
Right.
Well, I guess we'll build a new level eventually.
Mm-hmm. Or just take that level that we already have, that
extend
outcropping,
it?
and extend it out, and we'll make the well go deeper than that.
Deeper than this. Okay, so tile this way. Good enough? And have the well be here?
Yeah. And, yeah. And we
That
can just have like a
means-
door at the end.
That means we're going to have to dig here. At least this much.
Right. And we'll have, you'll probably want a door there just to make sure no contaminated air gets in like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, what we're probably going to do is... The problem is oxalate. Yeah, so we will eventually have the tile jutting out a little bit more, and then consider this the beginning of the well. Which means this doesn't actually have to be dug out very much on the sides.
Right.
just enough that they have room to maneuver and the water can flow unimpeded.
Mm-hmm.
But we actually want it to begin getting deep here.
Right.
Maybe even not quite that high. And ladder. You do kind of want your tile to go... No. I'm not sure how I want to handle that yet. You want your tile floor to go really close to the water,
Yeah.
but...
We can make it like it's almost like a wall type of thing on that. And then,
this is going to be our door, so I'll just put it here. There.
and if you need to, just have like, yeah.
I'm... Right, that works. Hopefully the water will flow down like this, especially if I put a tile floor all the way up to here, the water will drip here. This lets them get close enough to the water.
Alright, yeah.
But this is still not a very big aquifer, so I'm going to extend it this way. Actually, we don't want it to be that... It's better to not be so deep from the ledge that your people can't jump back over.
Right.
Which means I probably want this...
Then don't have the edge of the digging above it. Then you should probably get rid of this layer right here, because if the water drips down here, it'll get onto the ledge. We don't want that. Whereas if it's over here, it'll just drip past the ledge. And just open it up on the other side of the ladder a bit.
Okay.
That way they have access to the ladder, and then they can easily get to the water as they need it.
This is still a bit iffy.
Yeah, but even so, they can get to the water from the ladder, right?
Yeah, I'm just not entirely sure it's enough water storage. And I do not want it to be able to break through onto my people, but I really don't want the base to go much further than this anyway, so that should be fine.
Well, I'm just saying, why not make it deeper?
You want them to be able to get in the ladder, hold their breath long enough to get down here and fix anything that gets broken.
Okay.
And you can't go too deep.
Alright, well, I suppose they'll be good for now, anyways.
I think it's a good place to leave them to their own devices. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and join us again next time. But that's enough for today. So, see you later.
Alright, later.